Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today we are once again looking at the Shen Sha, the auxiliary stars in your natal chart to discover some of the more obscure ones and to see whether you have them in a chart and what they actually mean. Now, as I always say, usually people are just aware of like Peach Blossom, Nobleman, Intelligent Star, but there's so many more of these Shen Sha, of these auxiliary stars, and they all play an important role in how we are behaving in life, what our default reactions are, and how we can actually improve our life if we were just aware of all of these energies. Now, today we are looking into an auxiliary star that is called the Five Ghost Talisman. So the Five Ghost Talisman is an interesting one. Yeah, it's a little bit of an annoying star. It's one of those that we don't really like to see. But that also depends on how much of a thick skin you have. If you have the Five Ghost Talisman star in your natal chart, then basically what happens is that you tend to encounter more petty people or annoying people in your life than everyone else. Or maybe you just feel that way, right? Or you are just simply much more affected by gossip and rumors and what other people say about you. So you need to just grow a thicker skin. Now, if you want to see whether you have this in your chart, you can use the link that is here on the screen. I'll also post it in the description to the video. This Bazi plotter that I'm suggesting here is one where you actually see all the auxiliary stars underneath each pillar. But if you use any other Bazi plotter where these auxiliary stars are not listed, here is the formula. It's very simple. So the reference point is the year branch. Now the year branch essentially means the animal sign in the year. And here this person is born in a tiger year. So you check here, okay, tiger year, that's a year branch, which means that if this person has a horse anywhere in the natal chart, they will also have the Five Ghost Talisman star in their chart. And this person here has the ghost in the horse in the day branch. As you can see here, it says Five Ghost. Now, take note of where you actually have this Five Ghost Talisman in the chart, if you have it, right? And again, we're only focusing on the natal chart, not the luck pillar or the annual pillar. So if your Five Ghost Talisman appears in a month pillar, then mostly those petty people, those annoying people are at work, your co-workers, or maybe your boss even. If you're a business owner, it could be business partners that are annoying you, or it could be clients. So somebody in your work environment or your siblings and parents, right? So it's either or. If you have it in the day, then you have either a nagging spouse, or it could also be someone who's very close to you, like a really close friend who every now and then is just really sort of like can be really annoying. And they gossip a lot. And, even though you're best friends, maybe you're just arguing a lot. Like, there's like sort of like a love-hate friendship, right? It could be like so it could be someone in your close-knit family or like a very close friend. And if you have it in the hour, it could mean either like among your employees or the people who work under you. Could also be your children. Yeah, so maybe you have very annoying children. Or it could be anybody who's just junior than you, right? Someone who maybe relies on you, maybe a helper or someone who relies on you, right? But generally speaking, having this in the chart, it just indicates that you may be more prone to being the victim of gossip and rumors and all of that. Now, again, I would say even though this is an annoying star, it all depends on how much you take this to heart. If you have a really thick skin, then this is not going to bother you that much, right? You're just going to be like, okay, whatever, I'll just walk away, right? This doesn't really bother me. But if you're very sensitive and you're so sensitive to anything people say about you, then this becomes much worse and you need to grow a thicker skin because you do have this in the chart, so you need to learn to deal with this. Now, on the other hand, if you are someone who is reliant of, let's say, word of mouth, like, or just, you need people to talk about you. So if you're an artist, if you're a singer, if you are an actor, you need people to talk about you. And obviously, as you can see, if you just open the gossip magazines, it's rarely anything good being talked about famous people, right? But at least they're being talked about, right? So if you want to be famous, if you want to be an influencer or an actor or a singer or whatever, and nobody talks about you, then that's also not good because nobody knows about you. So again, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. So if you have this in your chart, a 5 ghost star, and you want to be famous, then take advantage of that gossip that's out there about you. Yeah, use it to your advantage, and then this will actually work really, really well for you. All right. So this is the 5 ghost talisman. Let me know, do you have this in the chart, and do you feel any sort of effect? How does this manifest in your life? It's always interesting to hear what other people have to say about this. And if you do want to have a comprehensive reading with me, get in touch. My email address is in the description to the video. And as always, in the meantime, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video, if you share it with anybody who's interested, and just subscribe to my channel. I post 3 times a week, and hopefully always with content that is engaging, interesting, and immediately actionable. All right? See you guys soon. Take care.